cannot look away. About to crash into my face. Just another day on the shelf. Pull me from my silhouette. Years have been astray. Now a broken shell remains. I cannot embrace what I regret. Round and round, around I go. The spinning makes me ill.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Counter-Strike Confederation's. Where did my notes go? Oh my goodness! Elite quarterfinals. There we go. I was looking at the B stream. Elite quarterfinals. We have the second seed HG Mercenaries, currently 7-3, versus the seventh seed DRG Orochis 6-4. We have a B stream as well. Be sure to check that out. CS Confederation _B stream, or B rather. We've got Challenger Round 1 playoff, Cow versus LEC over there with Fuffy, Marky M, and Nexus. I am joined by Blitzer as well as Quattro observing and producing. Blitzer, how you doing tonight? Are you excited for some Thursday night Counter-Strike? We got Elite here.
Oh, I am very excited for this matchup. DRG versus HE. This is gonna be a banger. That's all I'm saying. I know these guys like the back of my hand, so I'm excited. Like this is gonna be a good one.
Our maps tonight are Vertigo, Anubis, and Nuke. So we've got some exciting maps as well. Lots of verticality, all sorts of fun things that we can do here on our maps. But tell us just a little bit, Blitzer, about these teams. Now, DRG, the seventh seed, kind of not necessarily the favorites, but I mean, hey, there's always some exciting stuff going on in Elite, right?
I think this matchup is actually probably one of the more even matchups going into the night. DRG was a very strong team, and with the four-way tie for 6-4, I don't think there's any really weak teams for the 7 and 8 seeds. DRG has a lot of good players. I do think they're pretty weak going into the playoffs, losing probably one of their best players, Big Z. Like they're probably the best support player in all of Elite. So they're gonna be down like their main man tonight, besides Bespoke. As for HG, it's gonna be all up to Moose and Way if they win tonight. Like if those guys don't show up to the server, HG has no chance. There's no one else that will step up in their shoes.
Well, speaking of HG having no chance, I asked Holy Lamb for some comments before the stream, and I asked, "Do you feel favored in this matchup?" Holy Lamb said, "Yeah, I think everything, including the weather, favors us." I sent Moose a special surprise in the mail, so I'm pretty sure we've got this in the bag. I don't, I don't know if I can say what he said. He sent Moose on stream, but yeah. So Moose gets a little surprise, and I don't think it's literal either. But everything, including the weather. So Holy Lamb feeling pretty confident in here. Holy Lamb also saying shout out to Sharp. Without Sharp, this team wouldn't be anything. Our muse, our inspiration, our reason for waking up and chasing bread, our everything and nothing, the big dragon. Shout out Sharp. And a couple other fun comments from Holy Lamb. Deadbeats has the best logo in CSC, and Iguana, the AGM of Cow, has extremely long toes. P.S. Like, seriously, they're extremely long. So, lots of fun banter here from the DRG side. But tell us a little bit about the HG side, Blitzer. What can we expect now? I mean, DRG Holy Lamb very confident. So what about HG?
I mean, HG has like a lot of strong fraggers. They got Moose, they got Way, but for the most part, they're pretty weak on the bottom tier. Their players, like their support players, their IGL, they're not great in the terms of that. So you're expecting their star players to come out, or they're not gonna win. Whereas the other side of the team side, they're very overall like well balanced. I think we're starting right now, but I think even though we're just 17, I'm favoring them tonight.
All right, Blitzer favoring DRG. You know what? I'm going to trust your judgment. The casters tonight favoring DRG here. Put your predictions in the chat as we get into the pistol round, and it looks like it's going to be 4 up the A ramp already. HG, they were rotating a little bit, but maybe that was just some fake info or something. Then they heard them running up the ramp. Orochis, they have this site, and they already have 1, but 2, 3, 4, 5 immediately traded back, and the round is over in favor of HG. The retake just comes in quickly.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what made HG want to leave site like that and play retake. it worked out in the end, but it is really weird setup. But hey, it works. It works.
And you could argue maybe it favors the DRG side just a little bit because they get the bomb plant. I mean, T side getting that bomb plant it always feels so good. Look at, they got a couple of rifles, SMGs, they got some utility here. But as I say that, looking over on the mercenary side, they've got 4 SMGs, they've got tons of utility. We're gonna have to see what they decide to do with that. Again, it's gonna be another A hit from the Orochis. Holy Land already fast up front, looking for this first contact. In this elevator side, Anderson is the first one to chime in. Jamal, Moose, Boosh, all chiming in with 1 kill. It's 3v3 as we get the bomb down on the side of DRG. Things slow down just a tad. There's some contact, some gunfire coming in, but no casualties just yet. It's going to be a flash out from the side of the Mercenaries. Boosh going to shoot at a couple of players. That's going to be AJ getting the SMG kill first. That's the site secure so far. Player on short here. That's going to be Bespoke with the 2 left to find. The DPs are will. Mercenaries go up. Pencil going to get one at the end of the round, and looks like that will be the end of it.
Yeah, that was a pretty hectic round. I will say, I think with the nerf to the bomb plant loss, the T's don't have that huge impact going into the second round forces as they used to. I do want to point out that the DRG is playing with what I would consider a super sub. I didn't know they were going to have Cantor going into this game. And I would say he is a player to watch going forward now. I did not know he was going to be on DRG tonight, but he must be subbing in for somebody.
I'm not sure who that's going to be. Holy Lamb already with a kill onto AJ, but it's looking like it's going to be a B hit. 3 players. Going to do just a little bit of damage. It looked like it was coming right 4-way, but falls just a little bit short. Utility slowly going to come out here from the side. Just a couple of pieces, trying to find where these CT players are. Boosh here. And Holy Lamb slowly creeping towards A. That's going to be the bomb on Boosh. Moose hanging out here in the elevator. Looking for anybody, maybe, is there any info? Is there any sound coming from ramp? No, they're remaining quiet for now. Slowly the bomb creeps towards and Boosh gonna get the first contact. Holy Lamb is going to get the kill. Now and Way are here to hold. Holy Lamb peeks back, or excuse me, runs back. Seems the better of peeking. And slowly moves towards this sandbag's position, trying to get some more info, the smoke will go up, and Jamal with the first kill after things go quiet for just a little bit. Bespoke has a potential the smoke, catches them unawares, but immediately Drummer Boy not able to connect, unfortunately, and cancel. Looks like they're going to try and save. Yep.
That was a really, cancels around. That was a really messy mid-round from DRG. I think they had a huge advantage when it was 4-4 there. If they just all grouped together, all 4 picked a site, but they continued to play 2-2 each side, looking for picks, rather than saying, all right, let's hit A, let's hit B. But they just never made a decision, and it costed them the round.
Yeah, and I believe they even got the first pick. Not entirely sure. I have just received word from Holy Lamb. They are paused, hoping to match Medic to get cancel his armor. Game crashed at the end of the round. I want my 1K. So playing the economical game here.
I don't blame them though.
I don't blame them either.
Because you don't want a hero AK with no armor.
Nope.
That would be very unfortunate, and then you. Well, I'm gonna assume they're maybe actually gonna buy here, but with this money. But either way, he would have no head armor, and that or utility.
And well, and to your point, look on the side of the Mercenaries. Obviously, Orochis don't know this, but 3 M4A1Ss, a Mac 10. They have the AK, that's one tap to the head anyway, but still, all of those weapons even more deadly if you don't have that armor. So it's an
Yeah.
understandable tech match medic, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, this will be a good buy here. Potential to break HG's money. I think. Yeah, obviously they gotta call for the match medic. We'll see how long it takes. I normally text good on standby for the playoff nights, knowing that issues like this are gonna happen.
Yeah, absolutely. So it gives us a moment to kind of yap and banter back and forth. I'm looking at you, chat. I'm checking out what you're putting. Holy Lamb not smoking off elevator, big mistake, says Extinct in one of the previous rounds. But apparently no smoke to smoke it. So
I
love
mean,
to see those things from chat.
yeah,
Catch those things out.
yeah. They also, I mean, like I mentioned before, they're missing Big Z. Normally smokes everything off for them, flashes everything for them. So I'm gonna assume we're gonna see a lot of missed utility from DRG tonight, because they're gonna try things that they probably have been learning these last few days that he used to throw for them. So it'll be an experiment for them, especially on Nuke. I can't wait till if we get Nuke. Who's gonna be throwing those outside smokes? It's gonna be like the Stewie smokes from Dallas, I think.
I was just thinking that. I was thinking the same thing.
Because I don't know if because I don't know if any of them know those smokes.
I mean, only one way to find out. Looks like we are back into the game. 10 seconds on the countdown timer. We're going to get right back into it. Now, what is going to be the reply from DRG? They did decide to buy into this round. It's going to be 4 AKs, if I'm reading the HUD correctly, and a Mac 10. So they're going to have to be deliberate with it. Maximize the efficiency. There's a maximum efficiency grenade right there. Plenty of damage on to the DRG side. Almost 5 members here. AJ, a lot of pressure, actually unbeknownst to him. AJ gets one, Way is in the back with 2 on top of that headshot box. A great position to be to support his teammate. Cancel has something about it. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3. The site isn't completely secure just yet. Drummer Boy still here with the potential to bring this back. Oh, that's a great nade by Jamal. Kill onto Cantor and damage onto Cancel. 50 seconds left. Does have the bomb smoked off, so there is potential to walk away, and that will draw one of the CTs away. That's Jamal going towards the A site. They're slowly leaving. Drummer Boy still here towards CT, so they haven't completely left, but that is 1v1s isolated. Cancel playing this very well. Again, doesn't have the X-ray, obviously, but still, good game sense here. It's very quiet, of course, but 15 seconds left, just about, as the bomb goes down. And they hear that, and it's going to be the rotate. Oh, Jamal. There you go. Now he's moving. Flash is going to come in, but Cancel saying no. Curious, are they stairs? No. Here's one. He's definitely waiting for the other. Duel. There it goes. Drummer Boy with the kill onto Cancel. It was looking pretty good. There was potential, but Mercenaries secured the first.
Yeah, and even though DRG lives that round, that's a huge amount out of Cancel getting those 3 kills. It almost looked like HG was gonna survive with all 5 alive there, and that would have been like detrimental to DRG going forward in this half. They also got the bomb plan out of it, which allows them to force one more time here and continue to try and chip away to make HG just not have money.
And if you're just tuning in too, this is the map pick of DRG, so a bit of a rough start, still waking up here on Vertigo. Now we see some more utility come out on the HG side. Securing a ramp, that's pretty much an essential thing. Vertigo's my least favorite map, but I still know a little bit about it. I still play it. And yeah, throw that one pretty much all the time. It looks like it's just going to be a relative default spread here from the Orochis. Smoke going up. Looks like they're going to play towards short with that smoke. Try and creep up, not be seen by ramp is Cantor. But there's no one here. Way with some contact potentially in the middle. Ooh! Damage goes both ways. In favor of HG though. It's out, not going to do any damage to the off. Oh, the boost comes in, but it's not effective. Cancelled out. Way with a awareness headshot onto the boost. And that's 4v4. The last 35 seconds of the round. There's been action, but it hasn't really evolved into a big giant fight. It's just been some little bit of peppering here and there, a little bit of peaks. One goes down, another one goes down. But now Jamal, it looks like it will be the A hit. Jamal here in elevator. Almost getting that peak onto Cantor. Who will win first? That is an interesting slow landing up. Through one on Cantor. Trying to get through the smoke. It's going to be way with the pistol. With no time left. Down. Holy Lamb peeking after. That is a questionable decision. You're on zero money, boy. Like, woo.
I'm not sure. It looked like he was almost didn't know what the time was. It looked like he was still going for the plant there. I'm not quite sure what happened. I think DRG needs to call a timeout here. They're showing way too much early presence towards mid and B, not pressuring ramp enough early in the rounds. I hope they start to, but yeah, like they're going towards B again here. I really want to see the pressure.
Oh, Moose! What a shot!
It's
Moose with the optional is here to play. Hits his blinded and another. This site is secured. Finish it off. Moose with a great op. Like, wow, what a sequence.
Yeah, DRG is that they needed that tack. It looks like they're just HG's setup right now. It looks like they're almost playing into DRG's strengths, which is them going towards B and mid, and they're leaving A site to be pretty weak. But DRG just isn't putting any pressure on ramp, so HG's continuously allowed to just fight him back mid and B, and they haven't changed it up one bit, and it's not looking good for them.
And to your point, when they do hit A, it's just a little bit fragmented, right? They have players mid, they have players B. Now, it's true, if you want to do like a mid-A hit, of course, especially when you can crunch elevator like that. But still, it needs to be coordinated, right? This is elite.
Yeah.
This is the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Playoff quarterfinals. Like, this is where you got to have stuff drilled and ready to go on your map pick. Orochis.
Yeah, they're playing this. Moose is just farming. He's just farming.
Another. That's the second round in a row with a flick kill like that. And I mean, my goodness, what can you do on the side of Orochis? You're just getting shut down everywhere. And again, they're kind of default spread. Cancels here under the stairs. Holy Lamb towards A. I believe that's, yeah, Cantor here in mid. So again, there's so much potential to be picked off. Now it's true, it is 4v4. And Moose, ooh, getting taken low. The box or something? I'm not entirely sure,
I
but
think tagged box, yeah.
2 HP. Now it is on the op. Oh, Cantor, that's unfortunate. I've done that a lot of times, but I'm a recruit, so I get excuses up here in Elite. Cancel. Gonna get the headshot onto way. That is B-site secured. Now, can they bring the bomb over here? Again, they're so spread across the map. Boosh over towards A. Gonna get eliminated by Drummer Boy. And again, B-site is secured, but fragment. Here they come, Cantor. Gonna push into the op. That's, again, 2 HP on Moose, but 2 kills. So high impact. bomb will go down into a 2v3 scenario. Now this frag could have high impact, get some damage onto Drummer Boy, but unfortunately not. And Jamal with a peek onto cancel. It's all onto Holy Lamb to try and post at least one. The smoke is going to go onto Drummer Boy. Holy Lamb gets staying in, and Holy Lamb will get the 3K to secure the first for Orochis.
Yeah, even though DRG wins that round, it was not pretty. They get sight, they get bombed down, and they're taking unnecessary peaks. I still don't like that they're playing so heavy towards B. Moose is just farming them. The A players are playing so far back. Like, ramp space is free right now. All they're doing is throwing his smoke, no mollies, and they're acting like it's a cement wall. I'd love. Oh, they just knifed the spawn.
Yeah. That's not what you want to see right off of Money's still rough. And I mean, I guess you're on the T side and you're losing, so you can buy, but still, win the one round, your loss bonus goes down. It's the economy not great. Minute 20 left, and Holy Lamb creeping forward. That's going to be AJ towards quad. Is more or less prepared for it. And engagement, that's going to be Cancel immediately trades him back. I believe it was Cancel still onto Drummer Boy over on A. And it's interesting that they get some kills B, but they immediately go A. But that's because B in hell gets one. That's going to be way gone, and it's going to be A site secured. Smoke goes up. Elevator really the only place that these two remaining CT players could come from, and it's just going to be a save. Smart idea. You don't want to give over the op to Orochis. At least for right now, they can't afford one. Cancel maybe. I'm not entirely sure what the money will look like after this. My economy knowledge not great, but we'll have to see what happens. And Orochis taking the second, trying to form a resurgence here on their T side of their map pick of Vertigo. Oh! Jamal gets one, gets two. But that's retrieved. The smoke.
Yeah, those are huge kills for DRG because now that they got those, I don't think HG is gonna want to buy into this. I may be mistaken if they choose to, but if you full save, Drummer can drop an op to Moose and everyone else would get rifles. If they saved those guns, they would have had a good buy though. So that's a huge round secured almost, unless they fumble the bag. But it does look like they're about to rush into 5 T's, dropping it.
Rounds, but their economy is completely tanked, and they will get two. It is a 3v3 and some guns secured for the Mercenaries. Trying to make this look doable. Yeah, is low and gets killed through the smoke, through the wall. Jamal saying Lamal. Drummer Boy not going to choose to go for that AK. Instead going to get naded on the first contact, sees AJ. Both of them are rampant. Unfortunately, gonna go down for the Orochis, and it's all onto Holy Lamb. Gonna get flanked by AJ, and Mercenaries bring it back.
Yeah, that is not a round you can lose with DRG. I don't know why you're rushing into. When you know they're on eco, you cannot be going hard towards speed. You know that's one of the spots teams like to rush for ecos. You have to go slow. You have to take map space, but not in that way. Spread out. Look for picks, have a buddy, not like that. Like, I'm not a fan of that call at all. Very questioning it.
Yeah, and I mean, it's true. Holy Lamb did have some impact in the couple rounds they won, but too much, unfortunately, on that 1v2, and Orochis decide to take another timeout. Smart decision from my perspective.
Yeah, I think this is more of like a mental reset instead of talking about what's going on, because they're probably very tilted after that round. I know I would be. You basically losing to a full eco when they needed that round if they wanted to win this game.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, for me personally, I'm a T-sided player. Do you think Blitzer at this level at Elite is the map more CT or T favored?
This map, I would say it's pretty even. Sometimes 5-7, 7-5, but the way it's going, it's looking almost like a 9. And that'd be really hard to come back from on CC7. Like you want to keep it 7-5 or 5-7.
I would definitely agree with you there. Pivotal round coming in by the way of DRG. Their money not looking good, especially the way the last few. It looks like AJ DC'd. I'm not entirely sure. Killed, something like that. Cantor gonna take out. By me. It's a 3v3. What's going on?
He was just a body. That was still there.
What? Lots of tech issues, something like that, but still, 55 seconds left on the clock, and Bespoke and Cantor, 28 HP between the two of them, 3 CTs left to eliminate in this round. They have a flash, a smoke, and I believe another flash. Very minimal utility in here is going to be way to stop them. Get it.
Terrorists win.
Flash Moose with the op kill to secure the round 8-2. And I don't know, did they? So they had a DC and they still won the round. That's
yeah.
Ooh.
That went from an unfortunate round for HG to an unfortunate round for DRG because Bespoke had a really good timing up the B steps, and then for some reason the ragdoll of the body is still standing up like a real player, and then Bespoke starts shooting it and it won't die. So then the guy on site just swings and kills him. Bespoke probably would have had a free kill on the guy's site, so that just turns into a really unfortunate situation for DRG. Like, I would not want to be in that situation. I almost wish they could replay the round because of what just happened. Like, it was not fair for either team.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Maybe Match Medic can help us out. We need a medic over here. Good old, what was that, Battlefield? Medic! I need a medic!
Oh, tier 2, alright? Team Fortress.
Oh, yeah, Team Fortress.
Yeah,
that was
we're
theory.
screaming
Let's
it.
go. That's a good point, yeah. We
That'd
got
be a good game.
a couple people in chat memeing. Demon Moose. Demon only negative player on his team. Oof. So a little bit of fun chat banter going on out there. Can we get a match medic to make the Orochis play better? Ooh.
I don't know if there's a good enough match medic out there for that.
Oh man, who knows? But look, if they lose this map, they're really gonna have to show up in maps 2 and 3. That's the facts. Maybe they're trying to bait everybody, you know. Oh no, it's fine. Yeah. But oof. Yeah,
I mean,
we'll have to see what happens.
This was DRG's pick, but they also said that one of their best maps are Anubis and vice versa for HG. So apparently these are all their strong maps for all 3 teams. So, I mean, even if they lose this, they're claiming they have a good standing going into the next map. So let's see what happens, even if they lose.
Yeah, Holy Lamb in the Elite chat just before the match. HG gave us our 3 best maps. Well,
Yeah.
Let's hope this is your 3rd best map, if you're DRG, because it's looking pretty dominant by HG so far.
Yeah, it looks like we're not getting any match medic help.
No match medic, they're just gonna have to play it out. Orochi smashed against the wall in this first half. You want to post 8-4 to at least make it somewhat competitive, and Moose getting a kill onto Boosh. Yeah, another.
Right there. Yeah, his body is still there.
This is interesting. Very, very unfortunate. But
at some point in the round last time it went away. Let's see.
I guess it is 4v4 technically, so they realize now on the Orochi side, hey, there's just a AFK CT player. Don't mind him. He's just standing there. It's just a model. They're Holy Lamb trying to get the kill, but hey, trying to peek over the boxes now. Fun and games are over. The round is on. It is a 4v4 still. So we'll have to see what first to chime in. Holy Lamb and cancel. Holy Lamb with the kill over the jump up box. Moose knows that there's another mid CT somewhere. Doesn't know where. 1v2 scenario, and Moose is going to secure a 9th for the
Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah. Even though it's been a 45 2 rounds in a row, I can only somewhat say DRG's been somewhat screwed in both rounds because both times they've gone up those B stairs and then gone, oh, free kill, shot, and immediately gave up the fact that they were walking up the stairs. And even though, like, they're down the player on the other side, they've kind of gave up, like, a crucial sound cue to the other team. I mean, they still should be winning these rounds, but regardless, it kind of sucks for both teams. And I'm sure that's what they're talking about in chat, that it's, and neither team is probably happy about what's going on.
Yeah, Extinct says the last 2 rounds need to be reset. So chat kind of on the same level, like, you know, this is kind of some rough servers, and like you mentioned, the sound cue. But also I was thinking, you know, this is like one of those scenarios where one of your teammates leaves and you're just stuck with a bot, and so you put them in spawn and you rush out somewhere just to get the free info, and then you, like, you know, click E to control the bot, and it's just kind of the other team is forced into this weird scenario that they're not used to playing against, and I don't know, it's like it's kind of info but it's not, and it's just kind of this weird, I don't know, that's my perspective anyway. We'll have to see what happens. You hear the little clicks in chat, we know they're talking about it.
I'm not too sure about, like, the rules in terms of DCing for any match or playoffs. I know sometimes playoffs have, like, more stricter rules in terms of whether they match medic because the matches are just, like, more important. But I know, like, what's getting me with it is the fact that ragdoll is just staying there. You know what I mean? Like, and then people walk out and go, "Oh, let me shoot it," even though, like, they're probably walking into sight and not getting the sound cues. So it's just screwing both teams.
Yeah, not again, it's just kind of weird. You almost want to, I don't want to necessarily say unfair, but it is kind of unfair conditions. But we'll have to see what happens. They're playing it out. Just roll with the punches here. Orochi's trying to post a 3rd on their T side of Vertigo. Again, their map. That's canceled. And Cantor blind, but Cantor gets the better of Drummer Boy and ways to trade out. Jamal with another in mid. That's mid shut down by HG. And Orochi's decided to up B. Holy shit, not going to get the better of AJ. AJ impact. Trying to further the round, but Boo's going to swing it back into a 2v2 scenario. One player on each side low. Bespoke Fire taking just a little bit of damage as well. Moose with the op. Of course, this is last round, so they're going to go for it. They're boosting up. They're trying to get some info, but really, it's Boosh with all the info. Jamal gonna spray Boosh through the smoke. That's a great pre-fire. Great. Have Bespoke Fire gonna get 1. That's the op down. Stick the defuse and will get a 10th for the Mercenaries to just twist the knife even deeper, and 10-2 is the score in our first half here.
That is such a big loss for DRG. They needed that round going into the next half if they wanted any chance. This pistol round is crucial for them to win if they have any hopes of winning the game. And if they don't win pistol, they're probably just going to say GG, go next at this point, because they have not shown that they want this map as much as HG does, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, HG coming out swinging, saying, like, you know, not everything, including the weather, favors us, not you, Holy Lamb. Shutting down Holy Lamb's words very strongly. chat memeing on Drummer Boy just a little bit. Currently 6-7, but it's honestly not needed here on the Mercenary side because it's just been so dominant by them and completely flat by the Orochis. And again, Moose and Jamal with some great entries. That's B site secured, even though there's two here on jump up. Smoke will come in towards Generator. CTs tried to retake Moose, gets some spray through the smoke, but then immediately corrects onto Holy Lamb and Way taking out Cancer. It's all onto the smoke fire, trying to get 5, but no, it's just damage on the side of Orochis. No kills, Mercenaries with 11.
Yeah, going into this game, I said players like J Mao and AJ normally don't step it up, but even though Moose and Wei are doing their typical good game, AJ and J Mao are playing well above expectations. Combined 28-7, I believe. Like they want this. They are playing way above their expectations, and their Orochis on the other hand are just not showing up to the server. And even though they've been gifted a few rounds, even with DCs, and continue to let HG capitalize on every mistake, it's
Yeah,
not looking good.
and you mentioned, HG a little bit quote unquote top heavy, but everybody's showing up here. 3 players with over 100 ADR. And I
Yeah,
mean that's just showing up dominantly here, at least in this first map. Now we'll have to see what happens afterwards if Orochis swing it back in the second, but I mean HG looking like they just want to close it out 2-0 quickly.
yeah, HG's looking good. And once I saw Cantor on DRG side as like a super sub, I thought for certain this was either gonna be a much closer match or more in DRG's favor, but HG is not gonna go down without a fight apparently. Like this is a dominant performance from them.
So let's hope that the Orochis plug into aggressively up A, and that's 2. Cantor only replying with 1 on that deagle. And Bespoke trying to see if somebody will get aggressive towards elevator, but no, that's only 2 he's alive. Can they get anything done? No, Drummer Boy gonna get 1, gonna get 2 on the map. 10 farming money and farming kills and farming rounds. 12-2.
I just see a lot of DRG's protocols falling apart, and I think a lot of it is due to Big Z not being a part of this team anymore. He was such a crucial part of their roster, and I really hope their Anubis is better. That's all I'll say. Otherwise, this could be the quickest series of the night.
Well, it will have to be a new team who dis on the left. Looking closed. Moose semi-blind kill on the map 10. That one looking a lot cleaner. And this game, rather, looking map. Moose with a oh, look at that. Diamond getting taken down by Holy Lamb with only an SMG. Try and secure the map, and no, Drummer Boy says, "You shall not." 2-13. Oof.
Moose picking up the eco frags in that last round like he normally does. He is known for that. But HG overall just a dominant performance. I thought it was gonna be a closer match. I'm not gonna lie. I favored DRG going into that, and I still favor them in the series if I think they can turn their mental around. But overall, it's rough going in.
Yeah, and I mean, this was their map pick. Like, th- at an elite level, if you're asking me, a lowly recruit at an elite level, you're going like 13-2 on your map pick. That's some recruit stuff. Like, come on, guys, show a little oomph, especially with all the talk in the beginning. Like let's go here. But that's what happened. Can they do the same thing to HG on their map pick of Anubis? We'll have to see when we come back. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a moment. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Counter-Strike Confederation's Elite Quarterfinals. We have our second seed HG Mercenaries versus the seventh seed DRG Orochis. If you are just joining us, our first map of Vertigo, DRG's map pick, but unfortunately they lost 2-13. HG with an incredibly dominant CT side. DRG just getting nothing done on the T side, unfortunately. I'm Atrax, joined by Blitzer. We have Quattro on the observation deck. Be sure to check out the B stream as well. We have the Challenger Round 1 playoffs over there. Cow versus LEC with Fuffy, Marky M, and Nexus. We're waiting for a couple more players to get into the server of Anubis, which is HG's pick. Now, I asked a couple of questions to the I believe the IGLs, Holy Lamb and AJ before the match. I got Holy Lamb's comments pre-match, but AJ DM'd me actually while we were in our little break here, and I had a couple questions. I said, "Who are the players to watch?" I mentioned you've played 4 different maps this season. DRG played 6. Do you feel that favors you or puts you at a disadvantage? And 3, do you have any other comments about the match tonight? Things of that nature. Obviously, we know who the players to watch are. It's everybody. DR or HG just absolutely popping off tonight. But AJ saying they're not worried about the map pool. Obviously, map 1 going insanely well for them. But 2 teams go through the pick ban for 7 maps. That's how it played out. Map pool small, nah. We're ready to play any map. Moose's dog, if they hear Moose's dog yapping, they tend to play well. Well, the dog must have been going absolutely crazy in that last match. And AJ says the game is consistently crashing for AJ, which absolutely sucks. Got home right before the match started. So right before the match started, came in and called an absolutely great game. Here we are on Anubis. Holy Lamb rushing up mid, trying to get one. And it's going to be Boosh and Cancel getting the kills. Way is going to get one, but it's 2v or 3v4. Now it's 2v3 at the end of that exchange, and it's going to be A site secured. The bomb will go down. AJ here in A main. Jamal towards the beach side. AJ gonna flash in. Not gonna see anybody just yet. That's 2 people. One's on the cake side. One is over towards half wall. And it's 2 T's here. One over towards Cam. Jamal going to kill Holy Lamb. That's Holy Lamb gone, but Boosh with a reply onto Jamal. It's AJ versus 2. Now both of them are low. Just over 100 health between the 2 of them. One on site, one on half wall. P250 in hand of AJ trying to get these duels. It's not going to happen. Gets the space, but not getting the duels, and time is ticking down. There's no kit, there's no hope for AJ in this first round. Just trying not to get knifed, but will cancel with the $1,500 for the knife and secures the first for DRG.
That is such a huge confidence booster for DRG. Going into this map, like, you just need to get something going, get something rolling. Not only do they pick up the round to start, they get the knife kill. That always gets the boys hyped in chat. Like, this is a good start to a game if they want to make this go to a map 3.
And they absolutely need to, because this is the quarterfinals, this is the playoffs. You're out if you lose here for DRG and Moose and Drummer Boy and everybody else on the Mercenary side trying to get aggressive here on B, and it's just not working out. Boosh with all 3 so far. Not going to get the 4th. Finally going to get taken out. The Spoke Fire with the backstab. But no, it's going to be Cancer to actually get that kill. AJ probably looking to just save this rifle. You hope to get that economic impact. This round is pretty much over. No kit. No chance, really, unless Orochis really just throw it away here. That's 1, but yeah, not looking so great. And yeah, Cantor gonna secure that. No rifle saved over for Mercenaries as they go into the 3rd round and probably their first full gun round here.
Yeah, it sucks that DRG wasn't able to farm a little bit of money with the SMGs that round, but I don't think they're gonna be worrying about that right now. They're just trying to get something going, get their confidence up. So Boosh is getting going, starting up here. He's normally not their fragger, but if he can get going, this team is gonna be having a good map. I'm hoping Moose shows up with this game. Anubis is his map. It's his rounds.
We'll have to see what happens as more or less a default spread kind of comes out from both sides. We see 1, 2, 2 on the side of HG. That's going to be Way with the first kill through the smoke onto cancel. More spam comes through mid. That's going to be Way with another kill, but Bespoke with a slight reply on the other side. J-Mal with 1 before getting killed by Holy Lamb. B site still not really secure. Cantor with the bomb gets a kill over towards A. That's going to be Canals. And it's a 2v2. 2 players low. 2 players high, rather, full HP. We'll have to see what happens here. The bomb trying to make its way over towards B. There's 50 seconds left, so more or less plenty of time in this round for both teams to make a decision and feel this out, decide what they want to do. Do they want to play together? Do they want to play separate? Want to try and fake a little bit of utility on the Orochi side. Holy Lamb going to use one of those pieces. That's going to be the Molotov going towards Temple, and the bomb will go down. So Orochi's slightly favored here. There's no kit on the side of Mercenaries and no utility. It's just going to have to be the rifles of Moose and Way. Moose yet to chime in on this game, so we'll have to see. Will this be the start? Trying to secure a first. They slowly creep into the site. No contact yet. They're slowly clearing these angles. They realize, oh, must have picked up a flash bang there. I didn't see that. Moose! There it is. That's the impact we wanted. 1, 2 to secure a
kit,
first.
right?
No kit. Oh! Maybe they didn't? They did. Okay. Whew. That was close. That was closer than I thought.
All right, that plant is huge though because DRG is gonna have a good buy here. The only one that can't buy is Boosh, but the HG should only have 3 or 4 rifles, so it'll be a pretty back and forth battle. Yeah, see, they're only gonna have 2 FAMASs prioritizing util. So this is another good round here for DRG to try and bounce back.
Yeah, already it feels like a little bit more competitive than the last game.
Considering they already got the same amount of rounds, I would agree.
Yeah, yeah, right. So we'll have to see. Do they continue this momentum? Do they continue this fight? It's going to be a grind to get back into this series. Bespoke Fire, that's a good start. On to Drummer Boy, who's currently 0-4, yet to have some impact in this game.
Yeah,
That's okay, plenty of
util
time.
there.
Yeah, that does go over to the side of Orochis. They're nicely stocked, and Mercenaries less so. That's a good nade, though, taking Cantor down to 59 HP, and there's 2 CTs over on the B side, 1 over here on A, but there's 4 of the Orochi, so it's going to be onto Moose here. High impact in the last round, Cantor good impact in the next. That's going to be Way first, but Moose with 2. Now Bespoke Fire with 1, Cantor with 1. That's good replies so far, and the 2 remaining CTs are here in this heaven position. Bespoke Fire gonna throw that smoke down. You can't. Oh no, it's gonna be Cantor. Excuse me. The bomb will go down now. Jamal and Who's gone? Jamal replies. 1v1. Bespoke versus Jamal. Jamal trying to tie it up, excuse me, but will not. Bespoke 3-1 for the Orochi.
Yeah, that was a huge frown from Bespoke. That entry onto Drummer Boy, which was a huge mistake from Drummer Boy to begin with. He didn't ask for a flash or anything to make that peek out of A main. But the huge entry from Bespoke, and then getting into sight, getting planted down, and then ending the round with the 1v1 clutch. DRG's off to a good start here. HG has to save. They're going to go up 4-1 unless they somehow throw away another eco round like they did on Vertigo. I like the way this is going. It looks like it's going to be the Bespoke versus Moose battle in this game. who can outfrag each other, because they're both just gonna be going at it, and it's gonna be a fun game.
And it's interesting to note AJ, at least according to the HUD, 132 ADR, but only 3 and 4. So lots of damage, but unfortunately just can't connect. We'll have to see if that's the case.
It
Maybe
might be
can
util
tighten it up.
damage.
Ah, that's a good point too.
Oh no, it's not.
Oh, just
he's not
straight up
finishing.
damage. So unfortunately, just can't connect. We'll have to see if maybe the aim tightens up just a little bit or whatever else it is, and maybe that will have to come into play later on in the map. But for now, J-Mao with a great pistol kill. That's 3 out towards A for the HG Mercenaries, 2 here towards E-Box. AJ and Moose. And we mentioned we want high impact from Moose. AJ having some game issues, but so far. And kills trades coming in back and forth more than you would like for the Orochis side, especially considering you are trying to go anti-eco here, trying to be as clean as possible. Cancel and Holy Lamb now tightening the reins. No more kills, lots of damage. But Drummer Boy still no kills in this 5th round and decides to save the AK, which is a smart decision here.
Yeah, that was just a much better played round from DRG. They smoked D-Box off, had Cantor lurk. Once Cantor died to his stack, they knew, okay, we can just explode out into B. Last time that happened in Vertigo, there was just no plan when they knew they were pro. They were just like, let's do a B rush. So it looks like they're just going into this game with a stronger mindset and playing the rounds out smarter rather than when they were in Vertigo. So it's a good thing to see for them going forward in this game.
And Vertigo, no doubt a wake-up call to them. I mean, especially in playoffs, you don't want to lose a map like that. It's one thing if it's close and if it's a battle back and forth, but to get completely stomped on your map, it's not a great look. So wanting to come back swinging, trying to secure a 5th round here in round 6. And Cantor with a little bit of spray. I'm not entirely sure if I'm pretty sure that Molly was missed. That's
elite players aren't
rough.
always the best with utility, to be fair.
I mean,
We're a lot of
fair
aimers
enough.
up here.
All right. Lots of aimers and Way looking to get the better of Cantor on the aim, and Will secures that kill with the A1S. That's one of the A players on Orochi's side down, but 2 more immediately replace it. Boosh here in mid looking for this contact. There's 2 here, 1 on each side, 1 Temple and 1 Cams. Who will pick first? Smoke comes out towards Temple. Now the action is towards Cams. Ooh, almost caught out his Drummer Boy with the nade, but gets 1 at least. It's Holy Lamb and Bespoke Fire to chime in and secure the site and the bomb plant for the Orochis. And it's 3v3 after the action and after the bomb plant cancel, eliminating AJ. It's looking like a 5th secured unless Moose and J-Mao do something extraordinary here. 2 players are low on the side of DRG. 1 is in heaven. That's going to be canceled with the first kill onto Moose. And J-Mao just sitting here, no kit, and time is ticking down more and more. You want to save this rifle. Gonna kill cancel and run away. And that's going to be a 5th secured for DRG. And money is... Well, money's alright if you're on the side of HG. It's not great, but it's alright.
Bespoke Fire is just having so much impact in these rounds. Every kill you get is just either an opener or just the most crucial kill in every round. He's opening every site up for them, and right now he's just making this game winnable for DRG, and that's what they needed last game, and that's what he's doing for them this game. And if he can keep doing this, we might see another 13-2, but in the reverse.
And if you ask me, the CT side on for the T side rather on Anubis, a lot easier than the T side on Vertigo, and vice versa. The CT side a lot harder on Anubis or on Vertigo than on Anubis. Moose with a great Deagle headshot onto Boosh. And it's eco round except for this hero rifle by J-Mao who's gonna get one. Cantor gonna eliminate that Deagle, but there's still another one here mid that's going to be Wei who backs off. AJ with the P250 trying to get some damage and a kill onto Cancel, but no, Cancel's gonna get that kill instead. And Bespoke Fire poking around here towards A main. That is Drummer Boy with the CZ. Interesting choice. I definitely don't have the aim to pull that off, but I don't know. I have to maybe post around, see what everybody thinks of the CZ over in chat. Let me know. And it's going to be an A execute here.
I think it'll be
from
good for
DRG.
one.
Oh, it is. You're right. Drummer Boy with one, trying to build the house while reloading. And Cantor going to get a kill. It's Cantor and Cancel. Man, that's hard to say. They're very close. Cantor and Cancel, the two remaining players on the Orochis side. Cantor gonna flash and fly out of B main and eliminate Wei. Drummer Boy left. Now this was an eco, and so trying to secure a second and the eco win. They did have that hero M4, but or that saved M4. I'm not entirely sure. Drummer Boy trying to slowly clear these angles out. Knows that at least one of them is B main. Running around. Fakes the defuse and gets one, but Cantor with the trade. It's 6-1 for Orochis.
Yeah, and DRG's slowly starting to build up money. All these rounds are close, so they're not going to build up insane amount of money, but after getting blown out, every round win, even if it's a close eco round, is just like a relief. You're like, yes. You don't care how close the rounds are. You're just happy you taking it. But like you were saying before, I do think the T side on this map is just a lot easier than any other map in the game. So I think that HG is normally a very big CST sided team on this map. So this is really good, strong show so far from here, dude.
Yeah, and we have to mention again, especially after the performance on Vertigo, if you are a DRG fan, this is exactly what you want to be seeing. And so it looks like it's going to be another A grouping by DRG, at least in this early round, as we get about 1:15 left on the clock. Still plenty of time to make a decision, go somewhere else, but at least for now, grouped up and utility slowly going out. The Bespoke Fire on the point of this attack here. Going to be going out A. Moose here on the half wall with the op. Not going to get anyone just yet. Bespoke Fire with the first kill on the site. That's Drummer Boy gone from the round. Moose and Wei are holding down the site. Wei with 3 and Moose with 1. Cantor left all alone. Bomb not going down. 4 on the site. That's no doubt second round secured from the Mercenaries, unless Cantor has something to say about it. That was 1, but Moose.
That was almost scary. AJDC'd right there at the end. That could have been winnable.
Ooh.
It went
But
from
no.
a 1v4 to a 1v2 instantly.
We see another tech coming out. Of course, AJ having some really rough times here. The game is consistently crashing.
Well, luckily for HG, it hasn't happened at any like crucial points, 1v1s, or like while he's defusing or something. Something like, if we see that, it's gonna be like really sad for HG, because those are the times you don't want to DC.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. For me, like me personally, this happens on Faceit a lot. I don't know if anyone else has this issue, but at least once a match, certain servers and especially Faceit servers, I will straight up just disconnect. I can immediately reconnect and then it's fine. I don't have like lag or anything before or after. It just will disconnect me. And sometimes it is at the most crucial moments and it drives me
Yeah.
crazy. So hopefully this doesn't happen to AJ. Like you said, it's only been a couple of times over on Vertigo. In a way, it kind of helped them because Orochi's running out, giving the sound cues, shooting at the CT model, even though it was just a DC player. So we'll have to see how it really plays out here. Again, Orochi's with a very strong lead so far, 6-2, and AJ.
I like to throw AK for Cancer here.
Oh yeah,
He's a really good rifler. This could convert into a round if he makes the right play. We'll see.
and currently the only one in double digits for the game. We'll have to see. Creeps through the smoke. Here's the nade coming out, and immediately out of the smoke. That's one. That's two from Cantor. AJ and J-Mao gone. And the molly goes out towards Temple to further secure the site. The bomb also planted. Way trying to swing some sort of advantage. He creeps under the smoke, and that's the op gone. Bespoke Fire gets a kill onto Drumblebear with a picked up M4, and Holy Lamb with a kill onto Way. The hero AK works out for Orochis.
Yeah, Candron's really stepping it up. I think he's subbing in for King tonight, and he's a super sub. He's a really good player. He didn't get on a team this season. I mean, if he converted from PFA to FA like he wanted to, and every team would have been interested. So he's so good. He arguably should be in Prem. So it was a huge buff to have him on DRG. That's why I was so favored on them. But I think if he can keep playing like DRG's gonna keep winning all the way out till the end.
It's gonna have to be an anti-eco to secure another round. Like you mentioned, if they keep winning, it's gonna be Nuke, and I hope we go to Nuke. I mean, look, I like best of threes. Nuke on a best of three is great too, because especially as a decider map, at least for me, especially at these higher tiers. And I'm excited. Like I said, I really hope we get this best of three going to three maps. And
Yeah.
Orochi's looking like they're going to secure that. It was an eco round from the Mercenaries.
I think
So
Nuke will be fun because I don't think either team's gonna be good on it. So I think it'll be like an even playing field. Sometimes both teams being bad can make it for a fun, messy map.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everybody just trying all sorts of wacky stuff. A mist smoke somehow ends up favoring the team, and because it's a mist smoke, and the other team is like, "Wait, what? What are they doing? This is a weird smoke. We're not expecting it." Or like, "Oh, they missed their smoke. Haha." I don't know. It happens. It's on Nuke, but now it looks like Cancel having some issues.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say. I looked over towards HG and I was like, wait, HG's not gone.
Yeah, AJ's still in the server. Why are we paused? But it's Cancel. So lots of disconnects here on Anubis. And I mean, look, we roll with the punches here, I guess. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, HG just needs Moose to step up. I mean, J-Mal's been having a good night, but Moose is the real hard carry. And I mean, 7-7's not bad, but normally at a point like this, he's 14-7. Normally he's hard carry and every night in, every night out. When my team played him on Anubis at this point, I mean, he went 30-13 or some crazy score line in a regulation. So normally he's going crazy every game.
Well,
So it's
I'll,
not normal to see him like this.
I'll admit I haven't seen where he's been playing. Maybe somebody can correct me on this, but he's got an op, so I believe maybe is he playing mid and they're not going, because I don't believe DRG has gone mid a whole lot. It seems like they're hitting these extremities. They're hitting the A site, they're hitting the B site.
I do think he plays like mid rotator, so like he'll help out the A site if they're
Yeah.
hitting A, and then like any noise he rotates to Palace. So
Right.
I think they should always put him in the clutch situations. I just think he hasn't. I don't know. Maybe the nerves are getting to him. The lights are too bright. I don't know.
We'll have to see what happens, or maybe just a little bit of overheat from the last match. Again, Mercenaries absolutely popping off, 13 and 2. We're here for that. Moose. That's the first impact that we would like to see. Grenade through the smoke, the op kill, picking that player off stairs. Cantor, his toes are a little toasty. Taken down to 54 HP. And Way here in the camps, securing some mid presence. Gets one, but no. Holy Lamb on the pick up op, I believe.
Yeah, I was gonna
With
say
the
no way he
reply.
bought that for himself.
Yeah. Could be, though. AJ kills Bespoke, who is in the fire. And it's a 4v2 for the Mercenaries. A third. Cancel, gone as well after some fire is exchanged between him and Drummer Boy. Holy Lamb with this op. My HUD is catching up very quickly. He's running out. He gets the one, but then dies in the flames with J-Mo.
Very questionable decision to run through the molly there. I mean, I know the round's basically lost, but I guess they have all the money in the world in his last round, so it's whatever. I thought there was still one more round. It's not a bad play, I guess. But let's see. I'm curious to see what DRG's gonna do. I'd like to see like a quick play to end it out, but it looks like they're just gonna keep going with this default. Kind of boring, but whatever.
Sometimes you just have to play the boring Counter-Strike to get the rounds that you need in order to be competitive. Orochis really want this 9-3 half. Come out swinging and dominate HG's map pick of Anubis and take it to Nuke for the third map in this series. So far, it's just a default spread. Very minimal damage done here as we get into the second half of this final round. 1:10 left on the clock. And it's a slight A lean. It looks like it will be the A hit. Way going to get a kill in mid onto Cantor. That's the top fragger for the Orochis down.
They were about to go stack A or B, and then something sent them off to go back towards A.
Potentially that kill, maybe Cantor running A. We didn't see that, but Holy Lamb going to reply onto Way. And AJ in the back of the site going to blindside Holy Lamb. And there's two CTs here to retrieve, to defend rather, this B play. That's the bomb down. That's the bomb spotted. J-Mao and Moose. That's J-Mao with 2, Moose with 1 on the op to secure a 4th for the Mercenaries as they go to their T side of Anubis.
Yeah, this pistol round will be crucial on whether this game's going to be a lot closer than it should be. If HG gets this could go down to the wire. If DRG gets it, I think we'll see a not very close game. I do wish DRG was able to secure one more round because it would have just been so much more confidence going into this half, knowing like, hey, we got 9, we're good no matter what. We don't need this pistol as much, but I think this pistol is like a huge win. Like, you need it almost.
Yeah, it is a very pivotal round. 8-4, a bit deceiving. Some say 9-3 is also deceiving, which that can be the case. Of course, Mercenaries had a 10-2 half last game, but we'll have to see. It's going to be the mid-aggression. That's the bomb drop into the hands of Boosh and Bespoke with the dualies. Bespoke taken out by J-Mal, but Boosh immediately replies, and it's 2v3. That's Holy Lamb eliminating Way, and AJ is all the way back here.
It's a great flank if you can get this guy. You saw him cross.
Ooh. Good
I mean-
trigger discipline so far. And, oh, they didn't see him. He gets 1, he gets 2. Now can he get the 3rd? He sees the 3rd. He gets the 3rd. It's Mercenaries with the pistol round. with a great 3K by AJ.
I just don't know what DRG doing. Why do they have two guys standing out in the open, both holding temple? Like, where's the communication? Where's the just common sense in that? I'm baffled. They may have just thrown the game there. Like, that round almost secures you 10-4, and now it's 8-5, gonna be 8-6, maybe 8-7 because they forced. This is rough.
We'll have to see. The Mercenaries have to keep up plays like that and momentum like that. It's 4 MAC-10s and a Galil, 4 MP9s and a Deagle on the side of Orochis. We'll have to see what happens. That bomb is dropped back mid. 2 players forced up here. It's going to be Moose and Drummer Boy. Enter here on the B site. Lots of utility going down. AJ with another kill, keeping up the hot streak from the last round on that Galil. Moose trades some damage between Bespoke Fire. Moose, unfortunately, loses out on that. And it looks like it's going to be an A hit from the Mercenaries because they've got the site secure. And J-Mao here with mid secure as well. 4 of the Orochis on the B site. They gamble stack and they gamble wrong. Now the question is, do they decide to retake with these SMGs and no kit and no utility? It's a bit of a risky call. Honestly, I say just give it up. Hold where you're at. Play for the next round. Farm the money.
Yeah, at this point, it's just save and go again next round.
Oh, Bespoke with 1. J-Mal with an immediate reply. So far, it's still in the favor of the Mercenaries. Drummer Boy trying to run up here and get more. Gonna get some damage onto Booty. Shots fired back and forth. Cantor with 1. J-Mal with another. Holy Lamb with another and another and another. That's 3 for Holy Lamb. Getting some money and a teabag. The disrespect, even though you're losing the round.
It's a questionable teabag from Holy Lamb, considering this is looking like a game going into HG's favor, but I respect it. I respect it. He's always got the good VM.
Holy Lamb, Dragon, the CT. Nah, I'm not gonna finish that. Never mind. It's a 5 stack from the Orochis here on the B side. Drummer Boy 2 retrieve. Pistols come out. Holy Lamb with the SMG. I lied. It's the SMG that swings first and farms even more money. Moves with a flash kill hole and another cancel. Way with 2. And Cantor all alone before getting eliminated. AJ, that's gonna be AJ securing the 7th, and yeah, the lead by Orochis is just gone now.
Yeah, it's dwindling. That round almost looked somewhat winnable. Drummer Boy not having a great game, but his team's picking up for him. He wasn't doing so good hot last game either, but it's good to be a bad player on a great team, right? Like, you could just sit there, throw flashes, and watch your team drag out.
I mean, look, in like way back war, they had drummers too, that played drums, hyped up the troops. Drummer Boy here, hyping up the troops. It's clearly not needed. Mercenaries mounting a good comeback. Moose trying to get the boost, and it's kind of working. There we go. Peeking over the smoke, sees nobody.
Boosts in CS2 are notoriously bugged and messy and not so great. And
yeah,
please fix.
Boosts, the movement kind of whack, but Boosh with great movement here up canal, trying to get some good timing onto a player. That's going to be Wei, who's going to take just a little bit of damage. The nade coming in and not doing any more on the stairs. A flash coming out. Now Boosh in a really compromised position, but still manages to get 1. Can get another before getting out. Will get out. Look at that. Drummer Boy with some impact. Cantor with a reply immediately. and it's 3v4 if we get into 40 seconds of the round. Bespoke fire with 1, with 2, trying to get the third, maybe? No, not quite yet. Holy Lamb up there in heaven. Bespoke fire on the cake position. Moose taken low, trying to get some impact. The time is ticking down. 20 seconds left on the clock for Moose. It's not looking likely as the Orochis are trying to swing it back in their favor. Holy Lamb will 9-7 Orochis.
Yeah, that's a huge round for DRG to try and reset HG. I mean, going forward, it looks DRG looks like they want to be the pace setter. They were pushing. I wasn't expecting them to just get aggressive in canals like that with Boosh, and I really like to see that they're not afraid to maybe lose a round here out of just making an aggressive call. And those are the kind of plays you need to make on Anubis, because you need to fight for some sort of map control, and a lot of teams get afraid to decide to don't do that, and it's good to see they're going for that.
J-Mao and Drummer Boy pushing for some map control up mid here, and they are going to get it. That's 4 up mid by the side of HG. Holy Lamb here on this A pillar, but it's Bespoke fire to get the kill first onto AJ through the smoke. Holy Lamb expecting another one A main after that kill, but there's no one here. Way getting a kill onto Cantor, and J-Mao again, just this mid presence. They've got mid, but it just gets quiet after those engagements. Boosh now getting a kill onto Way, and Moose and J-Mao decide to drop and rush B, but it's Cancel here in the guard position. He's going to get one, tries to transfer over to the other, but then Moose to immediately swing back, and Boosh from CT to secure a 10th for Orochis.
Yeah, and HG not converting on that round after investing is gonna be really hard going forward in this game. I mean, it's gonna go to 11-7 here unless something crazy happens, and I don't see a world where DRG doesn't at least take this game to overtime now. You got attack coming in from HG, probably just to calm their nerves. Like earlier we said, Moose's dogs are probably barking. That could be an issue too. His chihuahuas always get crazy.
Well, according to AJ, that is a boost for the Mercenaries. Maybe taking attack time out to get those extra barks, the extra yapping in for some extra energy in order to play in this map. Also want to shout out to Proto, the GM of DRG, in the Twitch chat supporting DRG, shouting everybody out, cheering on the plays. You love to see it.
Yeah, shut up,
Shout out.
Proto. The amazing, I love the DRG Discord. They have one of my favorite channels, the e-dating channel. It's a great place to visit if you ever go there.
There you go. Get your e-dating on after some top-tier Counter-Strike. And it's going to be Mercenaries with the pistols all towards A here. And that's Holy Land and Boosh to secure the bomb site, or to defend it rather. And the nade, ooh, looking good. That's a great nade by Boosh, and 3. One by Holy Lamb, one by Cantor. The anti-eco coming in very strong. 11th secured, and Mercenaries looking like they're going to be forced to a map 3.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Nuke. So I hope HG loses this one. I think Nuke's gonna be a really fun map, and I think this one's going the distance, and Nuke's gonna be a great game.
And if we can cast the storyline, the first round was a dominant win. This one's a little bit more closer. Hopefully, Nuke gets the playoffs, and we get some overtimes maybe. We hope, but that's later. Now, AJ with a kill onto Cantor in round 19. This is round 19.
Yeah,
My
19,
math is
19.
correct. There we go.
I said it right there on the top.
Yeah, well,
I always forget, though.
my HUD is just a little bit fuzzy, so the numbers
No,
aren't
mine's
totally
too.
great. Yeah. Holy Lamb not going to get the better of Moose. That's Moose with another kill and more or less securing the A site, but they don't really know that yet. Of course,
mean,
there's one player mid here. Spoke.
DRG has the money to like look into this one if they're interested. And I'd save now, but
Oh, yeah, especially with that kill from Moose. Only 2 left. You have kits, but yeah, money is good. You're not really worried about rounds. There's still 3 rounds separating you, so just save it up. You've got the kits, you've got the armor, and just try again next round. Good round by HG.
yeah, DRG has so much money saved up. They're gonna, which is rare to say for a CT side. And if they save here, they'll have infinite money going forward. They'd have to lose probably 2 in a row, all 5 down to get to go poor. So they're in a good spot to at least secure 12 rounds because they're going to be able to have all 5 up with rifles or op 2 more times before they have to eco. And I don't see a world where they lose basically 3 rifle rounds in a row.
Terrorists win.
Hope not. If you're a fan of DRG, of course, you certainly hope for the worst. If you're a Mercenaries fan, you want HG to come back into this. And it looks like we're going to have another tech pause. Not 100% sure what this one is about, but that's okay. We'll just hang out here.
All I saw in chat was I heard a super loud bang. Oh, super loud slam, then I teched. And then they're back. Maybe, I guess he had to go check his house or something. He heard a loud noise.
All right.
Anything happens in CSC playoffs.
We've seen it all. We've got disconnects. We've got all sorts of crazy, weird issues. We've got armor not carrying over, stuff like that. But here we are, round 20. The score is 11-8 in the Orochis. Moose securing an early advantage onto Cantor here in round 20. Cancel getting hit by that nade for just a little bit. Cancel. 2 here on the B site. 1 mid, 1 A. It looks like the bomb is slowly going B, and AJ, and I'm not entirely sure who that other player is, but 2 players here creeping up towards E box, and 2 players out towards B. It is going to be a B hit. 2 players here on Orochis to defend. The volley comes out. The smoke fire gets one, gets another. That's a great adjustment. Unfortunately, can't get anything done. That's AJ and Moose with 1 kill apiece. Bomb will go down, but Boosh here on the flank. Do they expect this on the side of Mercenaries? No, that's Drummer Boy going down. The last 2 remaining players here in E-Box. Moose is 17 HP. AJ full HP. AJ just securing the now. They know. Holy Lamb. Oh, that's unfortunate timing to pull out the smoke, but that's okay. Boosh recovers it, and AJ with 1 and with 2 to secure a 9th for the Mercenaries. They're still fighting back.
Yeah, that what an unfortunate team flash from Boosh because I think Holy Lamb was just getting ready to wide swing on him, and with how low the E-Box player was, I don't think it was a fight he would lose in 9 times out of 10, and that flash just made the fight losable. It was not a pretty flash, and it may have costed them that round because then Holy Lamb stood outside E-Box, smoked the bomb off instead, got dinked, and then had to stick bomb instead of being able to take that fight. And it's really unfortunate for DRG because the round may have gone in their favor otherwise.
I want to point out something kind of interesting here. I believe we've only seen timeouts on the side of DRG. I can't remember a time, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't remember a time we've seen a Mercenaries timeout. In both maps, it's always been DRG. They took one at I believe it was round 5. Now here we are in round 21, taking another. We saw two on Ancient or on Vertigo. Not sure where I got Ancient from. Moose trying to get a kill through the smoke before hopping up on that boost, but it's going to be Cantor with a kill in Canals, and Boosh also chiming in with this Canals pressure. And now we see the immediate reply from the Mercenaries is that they get some info and they immediately go B. Cantor killing Drummer Boy and J-Mal, and that's Moose left all alone, no bomb, just an op. Plenty of time left to try and survive, but there's also plenty of time left to get taken out too, and you really want to save this op.
And if DRG is smart, I think they let him save this up. Their money's not great. Maybe like slow push, lose one more gun at the most, but if they lose the next round, then they're broke. But I don't know. I don't know if it's worth losing too many guns for this op. Maybe one or two more.
Yeah, CT money always fragile. That's just how it is here in CS2. And Orochis anti-save is on, and they will get it cleanly. That's an op picked up if they decide so, but it looks like they decide against it.
Yeah, they had him so isolated. They knew where he was. It was easy to kill him. So that was well played, grouping together to make sure he couldn't pick off more than one of them, and they didn't get any. DRG is calling another timeout here. Like you said, I don't think HG's really ever been in a point where they needed a timeout. At least in the last map, or like maybe earlier in this game they could have called one, or even right now. But I don't think they've really had that many opportunities where it's been like, oh, we need a timeout. Like our mental's gone. Like the games have mostly always been pretty close for HG.
And even the rounds, there have been a few rounds that Orochis really shut it out, especially when they were on their T side, but that's also just T side Anubis. You know, you wonder how the map really kind of plays into this. Vertigo, probably a little bit more even in terms of how the sides play out as opposed to Anubis, at least in my experience. But we'll have to see what happens here. Will Orochis just secure it and shut it out here in round 22 and say no more? Or will the Mercenaries get forced by weird half pistol, half SMG, half rifle? The hit comes out and it's AJ and Way with the advantage. 4 alive, but 4 Mercenaries after the initial hit comes in. Bespoke fire here in Temple, trying to get some spam through the smoke, but it's not going to happen. Holy Lamb and Boosh through the canals. They're both going to be pressed through this choke point of E-Box. They have initially received. Holy Lamb gets the kill, and Boosh as well chimes in. Way left all alone to try and save the map, but the smoke comes up and the defuse comes through. Bespoke initializes the fight and wins the smoke. Holy Lamb kills Bespoke with a bit of BM and showmanship, and there goes Boosh. Some fun to be had on the side of DRG, sportsmanship or showmanship, whatever you want to call it, but they secured map 3, or they secured map 2, forcing us to map 3. They've secured a third map, and here we go to Nuke. Get excited, everybody. We're not there just yet, though. We're Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Elite Quarterfinals. We have our second seed DHG Mercenaries versus the seventh seed DRG Orochis. We've had an absolute banger of a series so far. Vertigo DRG's map pick, they got dominated 13-2, HG taking that. But then on Anubis, HG's map pick, DRG win 13-9. Now here we are getting ready for Nuke, our decider. I am joined by Blitzer Quattro, observing and producing. Blitzer, are you excited for this map 3? What are you expecting here?
Man, I've been excited since the first match. Expecting like a really messy battle. I don't think HG is very great at Nuke. Don't think that DRG is going to be good at it. I think it was one of their strong maps without Big Z, the guy that is their util demon, best support player in Elite. I don't think I think they'll still be strong with this map, but no longer as strong. So I think it's going to be a weak spot for both teams, and we're going to see a lot of messy play and a lot of just people running out, trying to frag each other, pug style.
Well, we'll have to see what happens. Holy Lamb DMing me during the break says, fun fact, the crates on Nuke are distributed by General Motors, so this is our home turf. Proto and I competed for General Motors corporate competitive team. Shout out to Proto out in chat, and it's going to be a ramp rush by the Mercenaries and Cantor to get 3 on the dualies. Nuke with 1 before finally going down, but it's all on to Way. His teammates just completely gone. Now Way with 1, looking for 2, taking just a little bit of damage and dealing no damage in return. So far, trapped in here, no way out, and Holy Lamb says you are gone. Orochis with the pistol in the CT side of Nuke.
What a great start for DRG if they wanted to be competitive this map. Like, you need the CT side nuke pistol, otherwise it's going to get messy. It is going to be a fun start to this game. I'm excited to see what HG has in plan for their T side. I'm not sure how great they are at this map. Like, are they going to be defaulting outside smokes every round? Are they going to be going for inner hits? I'm a little worried for what they're going to do.
Well, it looks like the plan is a vent drop so far, but Bespoke Fire doing some damage with that MP9, farming up the money. With a kill from the scout. Cantor gonna kill the bomb planter, and Moose on that scout here ramp with no hopes to stop the DPs whatsoever. Just gonna take some damage. Try and save the scout. Moose taking some pot shots, gonna get eliminated. Gone. Orochi's 2-0.
That's a great plan for HG. I mean, Moose could Ford up. I don't think he should buy it, with considering he's not gonna have head armor. They still have 3 MP9s left from Moss and DRG. Looks like he's gonna buy it. Probably go outside with it. I'm not a fan of it because if he just gets rushed, he's gonna die really quick to an MP9, and their big iron's out for the round. So, I don't know if I like the off pull up until maybe round 3, 4.
Especially when DRG are basically playing their bonus round. We see Famas, 3 MP9s, and an M4 that's only on Cantor, who is currently 5-1, so the M4 in good hands so far. A little bit of a default spread, more or less. A couple outside, couple here in lobby. Util being thrown out. A little bit thin on the DRG side in terms of util. Mercenaries still with plenty left for executes, and Moose creeping here outside in Mini. We're trying to get a kill onto Mini, but that's going to be Boosh going down towards Credit Card. I guess that's not really Credit Card, that's more Blue Box.
Yeah, close
But
enough.
either way, Boosh going down. And that's not great on Noon. 45, but Holy Lamb trying to get something done. Can't. J-Mouse take out whoever that was. I don't know. Cantor's going to get one left alive. Actions happening all over the place.
It's a winnable
And
round here.
there it is. Yeah, no kit though,
Yeah, no
unfortunately.
kit.
but lots of damage dealt. Way on 2 HP, Moose on 25, Drummer Boy on 76. So all within headshot for sure. Of course, he's got the AK, but probably just going to save. The money is okay on DRG's side, so especially if you get this AK across. Look at that. There's a kit too. That's another $400 saved.
Yeah, it's an important save. That way Holy Land will have a gun next round. Otherwise, somebody would just be on a deagle, and now they'll have all 5 guns up for all the team.
Terrorists win.
So,
Takes out Drummer Boy. That's more economic impact as well.
yeah, so they'll have a pretty good buy, and the only big issue is they're not going to have an op, and the T's are going to have an op. So they're going to have a tough time controlling outside, whereas HG is going to probably be able to just have full reign over what they want to do outside if they throw smokes and choose to cross, or just play with DRG's heads.
I almost wonder, do Mercenaries decide to just avoid the canter for now? 7+. And now 8-1 here on the ramp position. Holding that down, throwing the Molotov out, denying the Mercenaries further map control. See what the repercussions of that are. That's going to be Way with a trade kill onto Boosh outside. But then they immediately rotate inside. Moose still here on top of Marshmallow with the op. Bespoke Fire gonna smoke Squeaky. They're still not totally destroyed yet, but they're spraying through it. Damage dealt both ways. And AJ trying to get some ramp space. Has plenty of it. Of course, doesn't know that just yet. We can see that because we're observers. We got the good old-fashioned X-ray, but ramp is empty, and that's where they're going. They make the right call, and they decide that they're going to go down ramp onto the B site.
Looks like someone's already posted.
That's both Bespoke Fire. Yep, deals some damage to AJ down to 4 HP. That's 3 players with a one-shot kill. On the Mercenary side, the bomb will go down. And looks like Holy Lamb's going to get the first kill on the way through the smoke. I believe was that double doors. Popping that out. Now it's gonna Cancel's gonna swing out here into control. Moose with this op on ramp. Drummer Boy with the first. As the retake comes in. Can't turn around and kill Cancer on the ramp. That's Moose down. That's also Drummer Boy down. It's all onto AJ. And Cancel will secure a third for the Orochis.
And what a great game from Cantor so far. Like, if you're HG right now, it's a little bit of a feels bad moment because, like, whenever you're in playoffs and you're playing a team that has a sub, part of you is just like, you hate to see them do good, especially when you know they're a much better player than who they're subbing in for. It always just feels a little like a sucker punch to, like, if they had their full 5, maybe it would be an easier game. And they're just, is the server crashed? Yeah, it looks like something's going wrong with the server. They're definitely not playing right now. Oh, like the like match medic before it starts. Okay. I think Atrix went away for a moment. There's just a whole bunch of stuff going on right now. They're kissing each other outside. AJ DC'd. Oh, they actually did say, "Can we kiss?" also in chat. AJ crashed, I think. Can we restart round? Somebody said, "Damn it, it's live." There's no way this is live. All right. Yeah, this is a weird situation. Something. We got HG going in here. Moose has not been shown up to the server this series. Normally he is their top fragger. Maybe he's been playing way too much Valorant, and he just has not been picking it up. The slack. I was playing some Valorant with the other day. Maybe he's been too focused on that. But for the most part, I think the rest of the HG squad has been carrying him, which is unlike HG. Normally it's a pretty top-heavy squad. And I've been saying that all season long in my power rankings, that HG is a one-man show. Sometimes Way's getting in there, but as for DRG, it's just rough going. Being able to have cancer in for them is so huge. I mean, arguably should be in Premier, and having them on your team for elite playoffs is probably the best case scenario if you need a sub. Maybe not a best case scenario if you're HG, but best case scenario if you're DRG. Are they going? I was gonna say I wouldn't believe if that round counts. That would be one of the rounds of all time if they said that was live.
Am I back? Hello?
Oh, you're back.
I
Yes.
am back. Oh my goodness. I'm not you know what? Everything broke right there. The round broke and my headset broke. I couldn't hear. Suddenly I just couldn't hear anything. I was casting the round. The game sound went out and I thought, "Huh, that's a little odd." And then all of a sudden I saw your mic light up. I couldn't hear you either.
I for a moment I thought I disconnected because I was like, wait, you stopped talking, the game stopped going, and I was just like, what happened? I was like, everything's broken. Am I broken? Like,
Wow, these
uh,
games are so fire that everything is breaking. And Holy Lamb with a DM streamer, if you can ask for Match Medic round 5, we'd appreciate it.
uh, I wish we had that power.
They're begging. Yeah, unfortunately, we merely commentate on what's going on. We
we,
are not the Senate.
yeah, I don't even know if they'd listen to us, even if we had the power. Like, I'm surprised they even let me cast this game to begin with. I don't know if I can start asking for match medics.
Yeah,
So,
I'm just happy to be here.
yeah, exactly.
Watching this elite gameplay, even though there is some tech issues, but don't we run into that pretty much every day when we play the game? That's how it is. We're counter striking it. It sounds like they did get match medic though. So
Yeah.
the proof of how whack that last round was, maybe helping things out a bit, but we'll have to see what happens.
Oh,
Who knows? We're
it
getting all sorts of.
seems it's reset to the wrong round. I'm not sure which round though, but looks like they're gonna try and fix it again. Pretty sure Match Medic saves all rounds, so they should be good to still fix it.
We need a medic over here. Shout out to everybody in chat really quick. Y'all are awesome. Hope you're having a great Thursday night. Thanks for being here. If you are tuning in more recently here on map 3 of Nuke, we had the first map of Vertigo, which was DRG's pick 13-2, Anubis HG's pick 13-9 in favor of DRG. So both teams taking each other's map pick. Here we are on Nuke, trying to get ready back into it. We're not fully there yet. You can still see the pause sign up there. Waiting for the timer, but Mercenaries trying to make a reply even though they've got an eco here. Ecos have been more or less deadly this series.
Yeah, and it's some of even the most like unscary ecos. Just 5 Glocks have somehow, or 5 USPs have somehow turned into round wins in this series. So I'm looking at a Deagle and 3 techs, or 2 Deagles, 2 techs, and I'm like, this could be a round one for either team. The way these guys have been just playing against ecos.
And you hope to see it if you're an HG fan currently in round 5, not looking too good, looking to turn it around. Hopefully. We
I
saw
don't think there's many HG fans going around, to be honest. I think that it looks like we got a lot of DRG fans in chat today.
lots of DRG fans indeed. Fun chat to be had in the game match, in the game chat as well. Little friendly banter back and forth. Holy Lamb, quite the yapper it seems.
It's quite the yapper.
Love to have some of those characters as long as it's all in good fun here in the CSC. Livens
Yes.
it up a little bit. I have to wake up in 5 hours, says Moose. I saw that.
He'll be fine. He's probably just waking up in 5 hours to play Valorant or something. Like, he's got nothing important going on.
Valorant main, it seems, is Moose. Apparently, Holy Lamb says that the moose are frequently considered the worst animal unanimously by experts.
I would have to agree with those experts.
Yeah, it's it's not that great, kind of annoying, but we'll have to see. The hit comes in from HG, and it's looking good on the eco. That's 3 gone from DRG. Trying to secure this is Cantor. What can you do? That's 1 already down. Trying to get more, and Boosh as well here in towards Mini. Gets 1. It's going to be Cantor. Boosh with just the damage. The Mac 10 comes in. Cantor low on HP. Decides to concede the round. That's the eco going in the favor of HG.
Yeah, like we said, the ecos have just been like a huge threat to both teams, especially DRG, who seems to be the biggest culprit of losing them this game or this series. But that wasn't even anything special in terms of an upper pop. So, like, it just questions me like how they lost that round. It didn't seem they had anybody like Molly top hut, pop flashes through the windows. It was just a typical blow open the door and all 5 of us run out hut. And somehow DRG was unaware that it was going to happen. It's a little questionable to me.
Yeah, a bit unsure. We'll have to see what happens. My internet's bugging out quite a bit. My house is well blurry. Someone's getting engaged on towards ramp, and I believe that's the player pushing on through, and it's lobby secured for the CTs. I can't see really what sort of buy. I believe it was another eco, and there's only...
I think it's a misbuy coming in from DRG. Some of them full bot, and some of them have not.
Very interesting indeed, but either way, whatever type of wonky buy it was, it's going to be DRG securing yet another round. That's 4.
Yeah. And I mean, the lobby crunch is always a solid option when you need to secure an eco round. And I mean, Boosh full bot, and I think that was a mistake, but it worked out in the end. And then I think Bespoke overbought down to like 500. So if they didn't win that round, things were going to get dicey because only next round should have been their buy round, and 3 of them only would have been able to buy. So if that would have been a crucial loss if they lost, because they would have probably needed to save a round they shouldn't have needed to save.
Yeah, and now we'll have to see what the repercussions of that are, what the ideas are for the side of HG. And
Yeah, looks like
go ahead.
HG's giving Moose the hero AK. He's a star player. Let's see if he can finally pop off. We've been waiting to see him pop off all series long.
Absolutely, and especially if you're an HG fan, you hope that is the case. Again, I'll do my best here. My internet's acting up. HUD's not great. It's pretty pixelated, but we're doing our best here. I'm pretty sure this is Holy Lamb holding this op here towards ramp, looking for anything. And like you said, it's another save by HG, looking for another high impact hero AK. Hopefully you get this third round on your T side. It's going to be an execute towards ramp, no util coming out. The HUD clears up just as Holy Land gets the first kill onto Drummerboy. You love to see it. There's another, not going to get the third. Moose and J-Mao chiming in with one apiece before that's Bespoke chiming in to secure the advantage, and things go quiet. Oh no, I lied. Things don't go quiet. Things actually go fire loud. AJ burning in the Molotov of Cantor, who was hiding up on top of the T roof. It looks like AJ is going to swing out to clear him, but Cantor already on the floor gets the better of him. And J-Mao maybe just trying to save this op, gonna get shot in the back of the head by Bespoke. Op not saved. Op saved on the side of DRG. They decide to pick it up at the last minute, and 5-2 is the scoreline.
Yeah, that round was really decided when Moose lost his duel in lobby. It's not a huge round to lose. They still did some damage and make DRG buy again. They wasted a lot of util. So it was still a good round all around from HG. It just hurts knowing that like if that one duel in lobby goes in their favor, they probably win the round. But they have a good buy here. I think for the most part, they can probably end this half in good style.
Plenty of rounds to do so. 5-2, not a complete stamp out, you know, plenty, like I said, plenty of rounds. It's only round 8. And this is the time to get started. Minimal utility on the side of HG. Boosh is going to swing out into the flashbang and going to get a kill regardless. That's going to be Drummerboy down. J-Mao going to get a reply, but Cantor in secret going to get 2. Boosh also with another, and that's finally, I believe, AJ getting disconnected to give Orochis a 6th.
And yeah, I mean, I gotta point out, Cantor right now is 16-1, and that is ridiculous. What's his ADR? 164. He is dominating any position he's moved to. Last round he was outside. Before he was playing ramp. Everywhere he goes, he's finding a multi-kill. Every single round, I think he has a multi-kill. It is 8 rounds, and he's averaging 2 kills per round. He's just destroying HG. And unfortunately, again, AJ disconnects. And, I mean, maybe he would have done some damage to the round, but I don't think it would have made much of a difference. But, absolute dominant performance from Cantor so far.
Well, statistically, the best player in Elite, I'll admit, didn't check them, but Holy Lamb says it, and Cantor proving it here. 16-1, like you said. Just crushing it here on Nuke. Trying to secure the reverse sweep for DRG. And we'll have to see what happens as we come out of the tech pause. Again, that was AJ disconnecting, and we mentioned earlier AJ not disconnecting at crucial parts of the round, but last alive there and disconnecting to give Orochis the 6th. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah, Cantor's kind of just been a journeyman all season. He was started as a PFA, and he was like begging to be converted to FA, and the committee just never gave him the opportunity. I don't know why, but DRG, I mean, they're using him as their PFA is in the right spot.
Absolutely, but there was potential for a spray down when they were all on ramp, but Drummer Boy relatively quiet this series so far with a pretty big impact in this round. That's going to be a nade kill onto the smoke as well. Way trying to get it done with the Tech 9 can't against cancel on the AK. At least the bomb will go down. Drummer Boy with 2 frags on the AK. That's going to be Moose with a kill on the Tech 9 and Drummer Boy with a third in the round, all onto cancel. Does have a kit, no utility. That's a smoke and an op on Moose. As the retake comes in, must have picked up that flashbang, or I was reading the HUD wrong. The op misses, but Drummer Boy doesn't with 4 in the round on an eco for Mercenaries to secure a third.
From what I'm seeing here is HG really just needs to be more confident and pick up the tempo when they have these rifles. Both times they've won with pistols is just because they're going out and they're playing quick and catching DRG off. If they do the same thing with rifles, they're going to keep finding round wins. But they're only doing it with pistols, and it's working. So if they go out, do an upper pop or something with rifles, I think they're just going to keep finding rounds. We'll see if they do something quick here.
Moose trying to get a connection with that op, but not going to happen. Gonna get connected on by the nade of Cantor instead. That's 17 and 2 for Cantor. Great play, but J-Mao with an op to secure a kill on the other part of the map over on A to put it into a 4v4 scenario. Bespoke fire here in the second vent, hiding out, waiting for that 8 hit to come in. Pushing up into heaven, but the smoke gonna get a kill onto Squeaky and get another. That's J-Mao and Way gone, and Drummer Boy taken low. See what happens. Boosh with the op kill. Holy Lamb with the nade onto Drummer Boy. Orochis 7-3.
Yeah, I don't like the second they get rifles, they're just going super slow and stagnant and taking individual fights. Whereas when they have pistols, they're playing together, they're hitting something quick. I'd love to see them do that with rifles. I think it'd be successful, but their play style once they have guns is just so individualistic. I don't know. I'm not a fan.
And look at that. We have another tech cancel and Moose both disconnecting. So further tech issues, unfortunately, for these servers, for the gamers, for the match, continue to plague the series, but we press on. We do the best that we can. And of course, DRG is certainly doing the best they can. Cantor 17 and 2, Bespoke 10 and 5, also chiming in, having high impact. The rest of the team, it's not needed, but still, Holy Lamb 9 and 6. And so what will be the reply of the Mercenaries? Again, we're still dealing with these tech issues, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
they still need to form some sort of reply. You can't let this get you down. You have to just keep on through.
Yeah, and with Cantor doing so good, you have to think like what DRG is would DRG be doing this good without him, like as their sub? It's hard to think, like, and going forward, if they do win, what's their plan? Like, they're gonna need to pick it up once they're not able to have him on their team anymore as a sub. So it's gonna be a weird situation. HG has a good buy here though, or no, they're gonna be half buy, giving the rifle to Moose, which is always the right thing to do. He should always have the gun in his hands, even when he isn't on his best game like he has this series. He should always have it in his hands. He can turn around better than anyone.
Yeah, and it's important too for a star player to keep up the confidence to always just keep trying. Yeah, maybe you lose a few in a row, but you know you can do it. Know what you're capable of. always
Yep.
trying to keep it going, and for the rest of the team to support that, just be like, yo, let's keep it going. Yeah, we're having tech issues, we're having this, we're having that, but we're going to persevere through it. We'll have to see what they decide to do if they can make it through. It looks like it's going to be a decisive A hit on this eco with the hero, the Lil. And towards the end of the initial engagement, it's going to be 2v3 Moose with this Lil again, trying to secure some more space. Wei picked up a weapon. That's the M4 in his hands. Oh, that's a great answer by Cantor. Gets one. Wei replies, but Boosh with the op in heaven secures the round.
Yeah, that was a super unfortunate round from HG. They easily could have won that, but it looks like one of the players got lost in the smoking hut and kind of blocked the other guy behind him, and they would have had a much better back and forth trades if he got out of hut just instantaneously. I think the round probably would have gone in HG's favor if both of them just got out super quick. But by the time they got out, some of the players were just able to hide.
Yep, and it wasn't eco, so it wasn't like they had full weapons. And really, for HG, it was a great attempt. They got it very close. Maybe you could argue closer than they should have. But Roach is still securing the round. And now, as we get into the final round of this half, Orochis trying to secure that 9-3. Mercenaries trying to get 8-4. And side of Nuke, hopefully they can provide a stalwart defense against Orochis. Again, that will have to wait. We have to play this round out first. 1:05 left on the clock. Boosh not flashed by that flashbang. Holding strong on this op. There's action outside. Holy Man gets the kill. The utility comes in, but no kill, no engagement, nothing. With an awkward nade as well is Boosh, and again, action happening all over the place. AJ finally eliminates that op and secures ramp, but it's 2v3 when all is said and done, and it favors Orochis. Again, trying to get 9-3 as 30 seconds left on the clock. Mercenaries forced to make a decisive decision, and they must make it now. Moose and AJ, that's some good damage onto Cancel. I have to see what they can do with it. And that's going to be AJ with a great initial kill onto the smoke. But Cancel and Holy Lamb immediately there to retrieve the 9th for Orochis, securing a solid lead in this first half.
Yeah, that was just an incredibly poor half out of HG. When your most competitive rounds are when you're on an eco, you're just not playing Nuke properly. I think they should have noticed that their best rounds were when they were all five together, bringing up the tempo, and tried doing that with rifles, and they just didn't try to replicate that style. They continued to just play individual by themselves, not flash, and take 1v1s, and they were losing their duels, and that's why we're in this situation of a 9-3 for DRG.
And in the past, Nuke very heavily CT sided. I think now, as we enter CS2, definitely not the case anymore. Still a little bit CT sided, but not so much. And chat so far very heavily in the favor of DRG. And it looks like they've got a great initiation in the pistol round so far until AJ has something to say about it. Kills Bespoke and also gets Boosh and gets another. That's Cancel gone. It's all on to Cantor, the top fragger. But AJ with a great sequence so far. And will he get the fourth? Yes, will get the fourth. That's a 4K. No, that's an ace. You're right. That's an ace for AJ.
Yeah, that's a huge round for AJ. I mean, he's probably been not feeling so happy with all the DCs, so that's a huge confidence booster. I know whenever I'm constantly DCing, it's pissing you off. So that's a good round for him and the team to try and get back into this game. Overall, I mean, they needed that pistol if they wanted to win this game, so This could go into a close game, and DRG's gonna force into it and potentially have a decent buy. I'm not a fan of the money situation now that it's only 600 loss bonus. They're only gonna have 4 Mac 10s, but I think HG has a better buy.
I would definitely agree with you, especially with the knob on the side of HG.
Yeah, I'm still not a
love to see
fan
it.
of the all buy though, because now 4 Mac 10s rushing you down could go bad.
Well, it's not so far because the MP9s are there to support. They're securing that economy. You love to see it. Trying to find something here on the CT side, and you love to see it. There it is. Mercenaries with a 5th. The op only chiming in with 1 and getting taken low, but whew, at least you don't go down.
Yeah, that was well played from HG outside. It scared me a little that he bought the op, because if DRG goes to the right place at the right time, you never know what can happen, but it was well played. And they're slowly but surely ticking away at the lead, because now it's a Tech 9 no armor round from DRG. It should go to a 9-6.
You really hope, if you're an HG fan, that these unarmored pistols go towards the MP9s, farm up that money, but no, they're going to go towards AJ, who's got the A1S, gets 2 before Bespoke gets the better of him on the Tech 9, overwhelmed, but still, there's defense here on the ramp side. That's going to be Drummer Boy. Now, they make noise like they're going down ramp, but they slowly back out. They smoke them off, so they try and think that they're going ramp, but looks like HG not fazed by it whatsoever, still aware, very aware that this could be a possibility. They're not fooled whatsoever. Way here to retrieve. Gets 1 before Bespoke trades. Bespoke with another onto Moose. That's a great sequence on the A1S. Drummer Boy in heaven with the MP9. What can you do? Looking like it's pretty good. 1 kill onto Holy Lamb. And it's all onto Bespoke. You got 2, now you need another 2. Smoke goes onto the bomb. That's a great kill by the Tech 9, forcing it into a 1v1. Drummer Boy versus Bespoke. The defuse, the knife swings come in, the shots come in. What's going on here? Oh my goodness, Drummer Boy, do you have enough time? You've got a kit, and yeah, no, plenty of time.
Yeah,
There it is, another secured.
and that was a great round from HG. I questioned the call in my head to go back to A and cut noise, because like it's pretty telegraphed if you cut noise instead of going down to B, you're likely walking back to A, especially when Hell Heaven is already smoked off. And DRG was ready for it. They basically stacked A. They somehow just lost the duels and almost let HG or DRG win that round, and HG just doesn't seem like they're winning their duels very often this game, but if they can keep this up, they'll be fine. Their money's gonna be hurting from that round, though.
Again, we were on a 9-3 half, now 6-9, or 9-6, however you want to word it. Moose gonna get taken out by Cantor. Unfortunate for Moose out there. Moose can get better impact on the op, but no, Cantor again with a great game, 3.0 KD here in round 16, excuse me. And again, it's a man advantage for the Orochis here, trying to snuff out the economy of the Mercenaries. J-Mao around, trying not to get flanked, but it's going to happen anyway. Unfortunate timing. Boosh gets the better of him, and that's A site secured. No one here in heaven. Drummer Boy is in lobby. Does have potential to catch out a player, and does. That's Holy Lamb, not quite prepared, but Bespoke is. Gets the kill onto Drummer Boy. Does AJ expect this player here? He does. That's Cantor down. And that's an ace case secured. They decide not to go for this defuse, this 2v3 play. Instead, they decide to save the guns, which is smart because, again, the economy not great for HG despite winning 3 in a row.
Yeah, if DRG lost this one, it was gonna get out of hand and get pretty close to tied. So this is a huge round for DRG. Like, Tanner with a huge opener on Moose. Like, that shot was beautiful. Moose is probably mauling in the call right now about that. Like, that round was just opened up start to finish by that kill.
And we see they take a timeout. Maybe Moose saying, "Yeah, give me a second." Of course, they're probably talking it out, but still, you never know, right?
Yeah, like, he just wide swung and domed him over at credit. I wouldn't be happy if it happened to me myself.
Oh, me neither. I've had that happen to me before, and it's just like, oh, you gotta be kidding me again. But oh man, chat clearly on the favor of Cantor. Smurfing says Proto. Super Sub says Salt Spice.
Yeah, I was already in favor of DRG winning this. Once I saw Cantor on the team, I was like, I don't think they're gonna lose. Even after they lost 13-2, I was like, I think DRG still got this. So part of me was starting to like lose hope, but I was like, I think they still got this. But I mean, this is still a close map. Anything can go. This is probably the biggest round of the game here though, because HG loses, they have to save and play for OT, and that is not what you want to do when you're gonna have to win 6 in a row.
It's gonna have to be flawless, and we saw it happen on the side of DRG. DRG did perform a very strong CT side, so it is possible. And of course, we know Mercenaries, HG, they played a fantastic map 1. So it's possible. We'll have to see what happens. I believe we're in another tech, and it ends
Going
as
live
soon
now.
as I mention it. There we go.
Just like Q pops.
Yeah. As soon as you get up from your chair, then the queue pops after sitting and waiting for 5 minutes. But here we go, like you said, a pivotal round. Moose on a shotgun. I am in all support of shotguns, specifically the XM and the Nova. So we'll have to see what can Moose do. Will the impact be felt on this XM? I'm gonna jump here on top of Hut. The flames are hot. The smoke fire also born in this match. Holy Lamb with a kill on Moose.
I'm very confused what his thought process was of just jumping into Squeaky with the next one.
Especially with no flash, no utility, no teammate support.
The biggest round of the game.
Yeah, that's very questionable. I understand you have a shotgun, but not the play you want to see, especially with that kill from Cantor. Great damage from Drummer Boy, but it's just not working out, and that's an op kill by Holy Lamb as well outside. It's just falling apart all across the map for the Mercenaries. That's Way with some great kills, trying to bring it back. Dano helping him out, and Boosh getting killed. That was very quick. It was a lot in favor of DRG, but all of a sudden it crumbles for them, and Mercenaries secure a 7th out of nowhere.
What a huge 4K from Way bailing HG out. Like, that was the game there. Game set tie, like, basically, and Way just gets a 4K out of nowhere. Headshot. I don't even know where he got the kills. They were just instant. He may have just saved HG's season with that round. We won't know till the game ends, but if they end up winning this, Way is the reason why.
Yep. Showing them the way potentially back into this map, and now it's AJ here to receive the pistols and the scout of Orochis. He's not going to get anything done, unfortunately. So far, neither is Drummer Boy. Going to get one before getting traded out by that Tech 9. That's really not what you want to see after such an epic round from Way. What can you do? Potential for more impact as he gets one. The bomb will go down. 3 left here on the side of HG, just as well as the Orochis. But Orochis with the health disadvantage going into this post. About half the time left on the bomb. J-Mount trying to get something done, runs out of bullets, and Cancel and Bespoke with the Tech 9s. That's a great crossfire to get 2. And Moose now has to hold on to this op because it is crucial. They have like not great money, really not great money, and Orochis with an eco win. The ecos have been so deadly this series.
Yeah, that just sucks because you go from a round that you're like, okay, now we can win the game, we're back in it, to somehow giving it right back on a round that there's no way you should lose. Somehow your ramp player is out of position in a round you should know they're saving. There's no way your ramp player should ever get caught in that situation. From the wise words of Manifest, you should always drop. Like, I just don't know what AJ's doing over there. Like, he made, like, that was so bad. That was so bad.
Well, and I can kind of understand it, right? But if you're gonna play that way, you must get the kills. And unfortunately, doesn't work out the way of AJ. They decide to call a timeout to really talk things out, and it's really important because this is pretty much the game. I mean, if you lose this, money is really not great, especially considering the last couple of rounds, a loss, a win, then another loss. And it's interesting, almost as the timer goes out, the DRG side decides to take their time out. Kind of an interesting choice. What do you think about that?
I think they were discussing something as well and just wanted to talk it out a little more. Maybe, I think they're probably choosing, like, whether to default in lobby or go outside because they're probably confused about what HG's buy is going to look like and if they're going to be forcing into the round or saving. And it's going to be impossible to know until they get out and see what the other teams are shooting at them with. So they're kind of probably deciding, what should we do? How quick should we take this?
Well, they're certainly not feeling very much pressure because it's all on to HG. The Mercenaries with a very weak buy. The strongest weapon here on Moose by far. He's going to be playing towards the ramp position, but we see here DRG mostly going outside. Bespoke Fire here on the T roof, making sure that no one gets aggressive in towards lobby. Way with just a couple of footsteps, just trying to see what's going on. They believe that now it is going towards outside, especially with it being completely quiet everywhere else on the map. And some of that lobby info gained. Boosh outside, just waiting, trying to see will Wei get aggressive here on Secret. No. Decides to just hold. And it's just very quiet here. Not a whole lot going on in this round, but still, it's very important. So everybody just maybe a little bit tense. Of course, DRG feeling a lot more comfortable right now than Mercenaries no doubt are. But that's a great deagle shot by Drummer Boy to start off the round. And there's another kill from Snapping Turtle from J-Mouse. Expects another, that's canceled. Getting one before getting eliminated. Bespoke and Cancer
On
left.
the ladder.
Wow, with the ladder MP9, Bespoke left in this round. Gonna get opt by Moose and a crucial round secured by Mercenaries.
That they needed that round. DRG played that round smart. Like, I mean, they went outside, they tried to gather info. Like, they were unsure whether this was going to be a force from HG or a save. And I think they played that round smart. They just didn't end it ideally the right way. Like, maybe they should have gone down ramp, or, I mean, secret, but it's really just a hard choice. Like, they waited maybe a little bit too long to make the final decision.
A little bit more concise should be DRG. AJ with a confident kill on the cancer. Player eliminated up so far. Way with one, with another. That's A-Site completely locked out courtesy of Way and Drummer Boy. Bespoke Fire left all alone. Minute 20 left on the clock, and there's 5 CT players facing him. Drummer Boy going down. Mercenaries secure a 9th with 5 alive. That's plenty of money, plenty of guns, and now Orochi's on attack timeout.
That is not good at all for DRG. They just let them 5 alive, so HG is never going to run out of money now. So DRG can't break them, even when HG loses and goes, DRG loses and or wins and goes to 12. I mean, HG is gonna have money for next. This is looking like it could be an overtime game if DRG even wins around. So I find it hard to see that DRG can't get at least one more round win here, but they're running out of ideas and they just keep handing HG rounds and letting them capitalize off of so many mistakes. It is not looking good.
Well, we'll have to see. Will Orochis fumble it at 11? Will they take it to overtime, or will they secure the reverse sweep here in the quarterfinals of Elite? Ecos have been very deadly this entire series. We've said it all along, but Moose already trying to put a stop to it. That's one, that's two. AJ comes in before getting taken out by the Mac 10. And Drummer Boy there to save Moose. And it's Mercenaries with 10.
Yeah, I mean, Moose is probably one of the greatest eco fraggers of all time. He's the only player in CSC history on analytical with the eco fragger title. He's earned that, and anytime there's an eco, he's going to be in the front lines going for those kills, even with his op.
And now this is a very important round. 11-11 or map point for Orochis. You have to get this round. You have to. The momentum pretty much completely gone. And now, no doubt, panic mode kind of setting in for DRG. HG with the upswing. Trying to keep that momentum going. As we see lots of utility being thrown out here early, but no damage just yet. That is a missed smoke. Cantor's gonna just push through it. Completely bold. The timing favors him. AJ completely unawares. Of course, how could you be? And that's ramp secured for Orochis, courtesy of Cantor, just swinging through that smoke, and they will go down to this B site. No one quite here yet to retrieve them. Holy Lamb gonna catch Moose out. Just not aware at all, and Boosh again with another on way. Across the map, J-Mal trying to get the kill onto Holy Lamb. Holy Lamb just backs off, and Bespoke securing B site, and J-Mal left 1v5. Yeah, no damage done to Orochis at all to secure the map point.
It's wild to think that this round really just comes down to one missed smoke, because Cantor would not have had the confidence to just walk through smoke if that was just properly thrown in deeper. But once he saw that it was missed and he could lurk out of it, that he made a confidence call to just push out. And once ramp was open, players started moving around and giving openings to DRG to find more kills. And really, all that came down to was AJ making another mistake. I mean, that is the second crucial round now that the ramp player has lost for HG, and it's really what's going to chalk up this map loss if DRG finds a way to end the game here.
We'll have to see. Like you said, the money not a concern for HG. Of course, they can't lose any more rounds. They have to keep winning, so if you're an HG fan out there, you're hoping to see it. You're hoping that they claw it back. 2 more rounds to go. Orochis, DRG looking to secure this in regulation. Put a stop to the Mercenaries here. Eliminate them from the playoffs. We are in the quarterfinals here. Cantor gonna get some damage. That's the nade courtesy of AJ. And the Molotov coming out to push them back, but they are not leaving just yet. Moose with lots of info and space here outside, and Boosh just on the other side of that box. Cancel also here waiting for some extra aggression. That's AJ with a kill onto Holy Lamb through the smoke. That's the first kill here on round 23. Moose killing Boosh, who gets aggressive outside. That's patience rewarded from Moose. And Bespoke picks up the bomb here Where do they decide to go? Orochis, they have utility for an execute still. Cantor decides to throw out the op just in case. So we see they're not entirely confident in winning this, which makes sense. It is 3v5, so they are being reasonable. Nothing wrong there. Wei sees the first, but decides to think better of it for getting the engagement. Now takes it, and that's going to be Drummer Boy actually from the heaven to get the kill on to Cantor, and Bespoke and Cancel here decide to go ramp, but it's AJ initialized in the round with the kill through the smoke, but not going to get the kill onto Bespoke. That's ramp secured. They run down to the site. J-Mount is here. He runs through the flames. He gets one. He gets two. And with 10 HP alive, burnt toes, but secures the 11th for the Mercenaries.
Yeah, and clearly right now their weak spot is ramp, and I don't know. I mean, DRG's calling a timeout. I'd love to see them try and expose AJ at ramp if they want to secure this series point, match point right here. I don't know if they've noticed that it's the weak spot yet, but I mean, I'd find it hard for them not to, because every time they've been able to almost just secure that spot and get the kill on AJ, whether it's a trade or not. I think they need to go ramp if they want to get this final round.
I would agree with you. And also another factor, Drummer Boy was quiet the first two maps, but now coming alive, the top fragger currently for the Mercenaries. So I have to see what impact Drummer Boy can have. You mentioned it's most likely ramp is the weaker spot. AJ down there, 15 and 18. Moose has played there as well. Do they decide to stack it? No, it's still just going to be AJ. It looks like a majority of the players for DRG are going to be in onto ramp with AJ to reply. You're absolutely right. Huge util damage, but the kill goes the way of Cantor first for DRG, and Wei clears lobby. So knows that they did push down. A minute 20 left on the clock. And DRG just slow it right down. They're all here in ramp. They got one outside. They're just chilling. A minute 10 left on the clock. Holy Lamb now in through secret, trying to get some info. There are still players upstairs. Two upstairs, two downstairs. So we'll have to see what they decide. Again, the bomb is still ramp. AJ here, Moose here. Who will take the contact first? Time just ticks down, 45 seconds now. And it's just, again, it's still stalled out. These people they're still ramp. It's quiet, but now they make the noise. They decide that they are running into hell. And, oh no, HG, they clear the A site. That's A site secured. Holy Lamb. You almost wonder, what did they hear? Maybe they thought they were running ramp instead of running up to heaven, but
I am so confused
surely
right
they
now.
heard it. I am very confused too. What on earth that call was? Maybe it was just a wrong call at the wrong time or something. I don't know. Holy Lamb in the smoke, gonna get the kill onto Wei and Moose, and it's all onto AJ in a 1v4. No, Orochis 13-11. They close it out in regulation with the reverse sweep.
Wow, I don't know what happened to HG in that last round. Why did two of them just leave site to drop vent? It's so preemptive, way over rotating. I'm in disbelief like that. Like I want to know what was said that made him do that. Like that was just odd. Like
I
I'm
totally agree. I totally agree, and especially because they had just started making noise ramp. If I was reading that round correctly, DRG, they started making noise ramp. I thought that they were running up the ladder, but I don't know. Maybe they just didn't hear it, or they were no, they couldn't have been too far away. It's Nuke, right? Like I don't know.
yeah.
We'll have to see.
I thought for
But
sure they would have heard him going hell. Like it's really hard to mistake that noise for them going ramp, considering they were unless they thought they were running away towards ramp, which would be odd. But I don't know.
Yeah, that is unfortunate for HG, but very fortunate for DRG. So unfortunate. Condolences to HG. Congratulations to DRG. This was a this was a banger of a series. Really, I don't think we could ask for more from it. Again, just a quick recap for everybody out there. Vertigo was DRG's pick, but they got pretty wrecked on it. Only 2 rounds in the entire map. HG dominating it 13-2. And then Anubis, HG's map pick, DRG win it out 13-9. So a little bit closer. Then we see DRG warming up. And then, of course, we just saw that last nuke decider ending. HG trying to mount a comeback, but DRG just too dominant early on.
Yeah, what a great series overall. Well played by both teams.
Well played by both teams indeed. Blitzer, it's been an honor casting with you tonight here. Of course, shout out to Quattro for observing and producing. Shout out to the B stream as well. If any of you are in here from the B stream or watch the B stream over Challenger round 1 playoffs, so shout out to all of the content that we had here for the Counter-Strike Confederation. If you're new here, if you're a new watcher or you're still getting into the CSC, go check out csconfederation.com. There's blog posts on there. You can find all the stats for all the tiers. You can see what the standings are. You can see who plays next. You can also join the Discord. Even if you aren't on a team, there's plenty of awesome Counter-Strike going on. There's other events too. We just had the 1.6 event. We had a squad event. There's all sorts of cool other stuff going on. So if you aren't in the CS Confederation Discord, if you aren't in the community, please join. We would love to have you. Shout out to everybody in chat. You have been awesome. Thank you again so much for being here, and have a great night, everyone.
I go spin, it makes me ill. An image has